Pero malayo pa rin po doon sa estimates na inaasahan po ng committee. So, ang ginawa po namin, we utilize the data coming from the President's website. At doon po ay malinaw po na there are about 60 indicative of ghost projects at ang iba po naman ay nakumpirma doon po sa report ni Senator Ping nung siya po ay nag-deliver ng privilege speech. Kaya sa listahan po namin ay dapat po mga 60 ghost projects sana ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon. Na sa ngayon po ay nakakalat sa maraming panig ng ating bansa. To the Department of Budget and Management, sana po meron kayong representative. You have submitted documents which include NEP and insertions of congressional initiatives in the General Appropriations Act. Pero ang kailangan po nating malaman, sino po ang naglagay ng mga insertions na ito at saang lugar ang sakop ng mga proyektong ito. The Filipino people deserve to know who orchestrated these budgetary insertions that may have facilitated the concentration of contracts. Hindi po namin nilalahat pero marami dito ang insertions na maanomalya. Mamaya po ay isa-hisahin po natin yung difference po ng NEP na binigay na ceiling, for example, ng DBM sa DPWH. Pagkatapos ikukumpara natin sa GAA, napakalaki po ng diferensya talaga. Hindi kami halos makapaniwala kung bakit meron na nga ceiling na binigay ang DBM. Pagdating sa GAA, katakot-takot na patong ang nangyari. Maring sagutin po yan siguro mamaya kung sino po yung representatives ng DBM at saka ng DPWH. Ang Bureau of Internal Revenue po ay kausap namin sapagkat kailangan din po nilang tumulong dahil po sa malawak at maanomalyang pagkakagawa ng mga flood control projects. Nakahanda po sila, sang-ayon po sa aming informal engagement sa kanila. Nandyan lang po sila sa paligid at nakahanda na mag-issue ng LOA sa mga individual contractors na inayahan po natin. Kailangan po nating ma-ensure na ang contractors po na bibigyan ng ganitong otoridad ay mga legitimate entities capable of fulfilling their tax obligations. Sa Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, kung nandyan po kayo, you must restate for us the requirements for contractor accreditation and explain how these 15 contractors and even more obtain their licenses across different categories. You have publicly stated that you will conduct an investigation yourselves. Pero paano natin masasabi na walang conflict of interest kung meron sa inyo ang contractor din nakasama po sa 15 na na-identify? Malinaw po ang batas, Republic Act 4566. As we will have to read it in conjunction with RA 6713. Kailangan po kahit na contractor na member po ng board ninyo, ay meron pong divestment of interest. Hindi naman po, kahit alam namin na pinapayagan naman po na read it also within the spirit of Republic Act 6713. Kailangan po naka-divest kayo. At ang divestment, alam naman po natin, up to 4th degree of consanguinity or affinity. Pagka hindi po ganon, hindi po tunay na divestment yun. Kaugnay na rin po namin dito ang Bureau of Immigration and Deportation. We have requested the immediate issuance of Immigration Lookout Bulletin Orders. Kailangan naming malaman kung sino ang mga nagbabalak na tumakbo para umiwas sa pananagutan. Meron din po kaming informal discussion sa Anti-Money Laundering Council. Sila po ay nakahanda rin at ang kanila pong assurance sa amin, minomonitor po nila ang ginagawa nating proceedings. At kinakailangan lang nila ang isang formal letter. Pero kahit wala pa po yun, nagmo-monitor na sila at nag-uumpisa na sila. Kami po humihingi ng tulong sa kanila para matrack natin ang financial flows that may have been used to keep the operations of these contractors appearing very, very clean. Ang pera ng taong bayan ay hindi dapat nagiging daan para sa pandaraya. Sa Insurance Commission din po ay nakikipag-ugnayan kami para po ma-regulate po ninyo yung pag-i-issue ng mga surety bonds or performance bonds na sila yung mag-guarantee po sa pagkukumpleto ng mga projects. Hindi po ba kailangan ninyo ang notice of termination and declaration of default bago ninyo makolekta sa DPWH ang performance bonds? Yung Commission on Audit po, talagang malaki po ang aming inaasahan sa inyo. Nag-special fraud audit kayo. Nasaan na po yung fraud audit na inaanunsyo ninyo? Sabi nga po ni Senator Migs nung nakaraang hearing, we must address the elephant in the room. Meron pong, ito po, allegation lang, kailangan din nating malaman. Yung asawa po ng isang commissioner ng COA po ay isang contractor din. Wala po tayong conclusion dito. Lahat po sana ito ay maayos nating ma-imbestiga lahat. Kasi parang may conflict of interest nga naman doon. Paano i-audit po yung trabaho po ng contractor. Nakikita po namin yung mga pattern. Puro pangako naman yung paggagawa ng investigation. Yun pong concentration ng 100 billion sa kontrata among the 15 contractors is not a statistical anomaly. It is evidence of systemic manipulation of our procurement process. Hindi po ito aksidente, hindi ito kaguluhan lang. Ito ay sistematikong pandarambong sa taong bayan. Sa hearing po nito, we demand the following: complete disclosure of all ghost projects, not selective submissions. Full identification of officials responsible for GAA insertions. Comprehensive reporting on regulatory compliance and oversight failures. Immediate action on immigration lookout bulletins. Transparent cooperation with anti-money laundering and internal revenue investigations. Concrete measures for conflict of interest resolution. Decisive administrative action against complicit officials for feature of performance or surety bonds as necessary. Sa lahat po ng mga opisyal at ibang resource persons na nandito ngayon, huwag ninyo kaming subukan. Ang taong bayan po ay nagbabantay at hindi namin po tatanggapin ang mga dahilan at palusot. This committee's patience with bureaucratic stonewalling has reached its limit. We expect substantive answers, truthful answers, concrete actions, and genuine accountability. The Filipino people have suffered long enough under a system that allows a select few to profit while communities drown in floods and could have prevented with properly implemented projects. Ang katotohanan na hindi pwedeng itago, ang hustisya ay hindi pwedeng ipagliban. I now call upon the resource persons to come forward and fulfill their obligations to this committee and to the Filipino people. Maraming salamat po. We now, Director General, we now to consider the Motu proprio inquiry in aid of legislation on the Philippines underwater. We need to acknowledge the witnesses and resource persons.
Mr. Chairman, may I proceed?
Proceed, Director General.
From the Commission on Audit, we have Ms. Tracy Ann Sunico representing the chairman. She is Acting Assistant Director, Cluster 4, Defense and Security, National Government Audit Sector, NGAs. With her,
Will she be in a position to answer for the Commission on Audit? Is she authorized to answer for the Commission on Audit?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning
Thank you.
po.
with her is Ms. Cinderella Esperanza A. Santos, Audit Team Leader, DPWH Bulacan, First DEO, Malolo City. From the Insurance Commission, Attorney Reynaldo A. Regalado, Commissioner. From the Department of Budget and Management, Mr. Yusek Rolando Toledo.
Likewise, sir, you are authorized to speak for your department.
Yes, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
From the Department of Public Works and Highways, Secretary Manuel Bonoan. Undersecretary Maria Catarina Cabral, Planning, Public-Private Partnership and Information Management Service. Director Ramon Ariola III, Project Director, Flood Control Management Cluster, UPMC. Luz de la Rosa, Director, Internal Audit Service. Regional Director Roselier Tolentino, Regional Director of Region 3. Regional Director Jovel Mendoza, Regional Director Region 4A. Regional Director Virgilio Eduarte, Regional Director Region 5. Engineer Henry Alcantara, former District Engineer, Bulacan, 1st District Engineering Office. Engineer Jason Hauco, Officer in Charge, Office of the District Engineer, Bulacan 1st District Engineering Office. Engineer Norberto Santos, Chief Planning and Design Section, Bulacan 1st District Engineering Office. Engineer R.J. Damasig, Project Engineer, Bulacan 1st District Engineering Office. Engineer Merg Jaron Claus, Materials Engineer, Bulacan 1st District Engineering Office. And Maria Cristina May Pineda, Cashier 3, Bulacan 1st District Engineering Office. From the Bureau of Internal Revenue, we have with us Commissioner Romeo D. Lumagi Jr. From the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services, Bryce. Hasn't arrived yet, Your Honor. Invitation was... Oh. From DOST Pag-asa, Engineer Roy Badilla. From Metro Manila Development Authority, Attorney Romando Artes. From River Basin Control Office, Dr. Sevilio D. David Jr. From the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, PCAB, Dr. Pericles Dakay, Chairman. From the construction companies, Alex Abelido, President, Legacy Construction Corporation. Ms. Cesara Rowena Discaya, President of Alpha and Omega General Contractor and Development Corporation. Mr. Alan Quirante, Owner Proprietor of QM Builders. Mr. Ernie Bagao, Owner Proprietor EGB Construction Corporation. From High Tone Construction and Development Corporation, Mr. Edgar Acosta is represented by Mr. Edsel Marbella. Mr. Wilfredo Natividad, 888 Construction Supply Inc. Mr. Romeo Miranda, President AMO Royal Crown Monarch Construction and Supplies Corporation. Ms. Marjorie Samidan, President MG Samidan Construction. Mr. Ryan Willie D. Uy, Proprietor Road Edge Trading and Development Services. Mr. Alvin Diego, Authorized Managing Officer, Silver Wolves Construction Corporation. Ms. Melanie Raimundo, Authorized Managing Officer of Raymond Builders. Your Honor, we also have here the presence of Mr. Mark Alan Arevalo, General Manager of Wow Builders. And from the DPWH,
Before that, where is the owner of Wawaw? Mr. Arevalo? Is he here? You come forward. Is he the owner of the construction company?
his title is General Manager, Your Honor.
Okay.
Those are all that are present today, Mr. Chair.
Before we continue, let me acknowledge the presence of Senator Bato de la Rosa. You may want to administer the oath of other respondents who may not have taken their oath in the
Yes, Your Honor.
last hearing.
Your Honor, before the oath, I would like also to inform that there are about 4 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 contractors against whom subpoenas were served, but they are not here right now.
Can you please, Mr. Secretary, with all due respect, Mr. Chair, can you please mention the names of those
Maria-
who aren't here yet?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may proceed. Ms. Maria Roma Angeline Armando, owner-manager, St. Timothy Construction Corporation. His subpoena was served on August 22nd. Mr. Iomir Villanueva, President of Top Notch Catalyst Builders, Inc. Excuse me. His subpoena was served on August the 22nd.
I think the other one is here. Come forward.
Okay. Mr. Lawrence Lubiano, President Centerways Construction.
He's here, oh.
Oh, hindi kasi.
What about those officials invited from the DPWH who are not here as of this moment?
Your Honor, from the... Your Honor, before I go there, to complete the list, Aderma of SunWest is also not here.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm the authorized officer, Your Honor, of SunWest Inc.
Where is the owner?
Miss Alcaraz, the president, Your Honor,
Where
is
is she?
coming. She's
Where-
just a minute away, Your Honor. to
We
the
cannot
honorable
accept
court.
representatives here.
Yes, Your Honor. She's arriving anytime now, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I noticed that some of these, they're not owners, Mr. Chair. They're like managing the officer, director, president. Can we invite the owners? Why? I mean, this is a full-blown hearing, and yet they only send representatives. We want, Mr. Chair, if possible, I manifest that we invite them here or subpoena the owners, not these representatives, Mr. Chair, because there will be questions we'll be asking later that they won't be able to answer, Mr. Chair. They might tell us like, papaalam pa sa ganito, kakausapin namin. We need the owners here, the proprietors, Mr. Chair.
That's correct, Your Honor. I think we made clear from the beginning that those invited are the owners or beneficial owners of these initial 15 construction companies, although they are not limited to 15, I suppose. So kung kayo po ang dumating, representative lang kayo, sana meron kayong dala-dala na dokumento na kayo ay makapagsasalita in their behalf na ang sasabihin nyo will bind the company. Okay din sa amin yun. Pero kung wala kayong ganon, pasensya na po, ang kailangan dito talaga ay yung may-ari na talagang sasagot sa mga tanong namin. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, isa pa, sabi po ng DG po natin, Director General, meron po yatang 4 na pinadala na sa PINA pero hindi pa rin po sumipot.
What is the pleasure of the body in connection with those recalcitrants?
I move, Mr. Chair, that we issue a warrant of arrest for these people who refuse to attend despite the fact that we have already sent a subpoena, Mr. Chair.
I second the motion.
There's a motion to issue warrant of arrest to those invited resource persons. And the second, the motion is adopted.
Mr. Chair, may I know who else from the Department of Public Works who were invited but are not here as of this moment?
Mr. Chair, if I may continue about the officers of the Public Works. Those who are not here but who were invited are Regional Director Gerard Opulencia, OIC Regional Director, National Capital Region.
I think he is there.
Already.
Somebody's signaling.
Okay, thank you. Engineer JP Mendoza, Chief Construction Division, Bulacan First District Engineering Office.
Is he here? Maybe those who are here present, maybe they can sit down in front of us, I mean, in the gallery. Sa VIP gallery. Dun, yun mga wala namang business dyan sa gallery, tumayo na at lumipat sa'yo. Ibang upuan.
Mr. Juanito Mendoza, Accountant 3, Bulacan First District Engineering Office.
Is he here? Where is Mr. Juanito? Ano apelyido?
Juanito Mendoza and GP Mendoza, Your Honor.
Is Mr. Juanito Mendoza present?
Let me acknowledge the presence of Senator J.B. Ejercito.
Who else, Mr. Secretary?
That is all, Mr. Chair. Number 18, Bryce Hernandez is here, Your Honor. Engineer Bryce Erickson Hernandez.
Where is he?
Wala. He's not yet here. I'm sorry.
Where is Mr. Hernandez?
He's former Assistant District Engineer, Bulacan First District Engineering Office.
Okay. If he's not here until 10 o'clock, we issue warrant of arrest.
To observe proper procedures, we have to complement the original motion to hold these persons invited but did not care to present themselves today. They should be all cited in contempt.
Yeah.
Preparatory to the issuance of a warrant of arrest for purposes of procedures.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for correcting me on that. May we know, Mr. Chair, who are these people who were invited yet failed to show up again despite of the subpoena issued by the Office of the Senate President, Mr. Chair? Can we ask the Secretary?
Your Honor, if I may proceed. A subpoena was served on Maria Roma Angeline Rimando, owner-manager of St. Timothy Construction Corporation, August 22, 2025. She is not here. Number one. Number two, a subpoena against Yumir Villanueva, President Top Notch Catalyst Builders. A subpoena was served also on August 22nd. Mr. Lawrence Lubiano, President Centerways Construction and Development Corporation. Already? Okay. Sorry, so that's two. Aderma Angeli Alcazar, President CEO SunWest. A subpoena was served. But she's already here. Okay, thank you. Mr. Edgar Acosta is not here, but he is represented by Mr. Edsel Marbella, Hightone Construction and Development Corporation. And then Mr. Mark Alan Arevalo, Wawaw Builders is, I think, already here. No?
Mr. Chair.
Sir?
Thank you. If the motion of Senator Tolpo was recalled, then may I move to cite in contempt all these absent invitees so that warrants can be issued against them, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Second the motion.
So, there's a motion, it has been seconded that all persons invited and properly served with subpoena but did not appear in today's hearing are all cited in contempt in preparation for the eventual issuance of a warrant of arrest.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Ulitin lang po namin dun sa mga in-invite natin na mga contractors belonging to the initial 15. Yung iba nga po ngayon, hanggang ngayon ay nagmamatigas pa na ayaw pumunta rito. Para po maipakita namin ang kaseryosohan ng pagdinig na ito. Gusto nga namin i-accommodate kayo para sa ganon, matukoy natin talaga kung sino talaga ang mas malaki ang pananagutan sa napakalaking pinsala na nagawa ng pagbaha sa ating bansa sapagkat hindi naman talaga nagawa ang mga projects ang ayon sa dapat magyari. Yung mga projects dapat ma-protectionan ng communities, ngunit ang nangyari, kabaligtaran. Kanina po, binabanggit ko na marami na kaming kinausap na mga ehensya ng ating pamahalaan. Yung AMLAC po nakahanda sang-ayon sa due process na hinihingi na ngayon ay kanilang pinatutupad na, kayo po'y kanilang tinutugay-gayan na mapipris po ang inyong mga assets. Nag-call na rin po kami ng outlook sa immigration. Sa mga kapatid, lahat po ng maahensang dapat nakausapin nandyan na. Ang PCAB nakahanda po kayong iparibok lahat ang mga lisensya sa sandaling mapatunayan natin. Ang DPWH may karapatang mag-blacklist yan sa ilalim ng kanilang pamamahala. Pwede po namin sigurong sabihin na makipagtulungan na kayo. Sa tingin namin, kayo naman ang hindi most guilty. So siguro pwede nating pag-usapan na sa ngayon, iniisip namin, baka para lang maingganyo kayo makipag-cooperate. Sabihin na natin, wala munang criminal prosecution. Kasi po, plunder lahat ang lalabas nito. Bilyon-bilyong piso po ito. Kaya kung sakali po na kayo ay ma-prosecute, puro plunder po ito. Alam namin na mabigat ito. Inaasahan nyo ba na kayo lang ang magdudusa dito? Na kung magturo kayo halimbawa ng mas may malalaking pananagutan dito, sino sa DPWH ang may direktang may kagagawa nito? Ituro po ninyo. Sino po sa mga funders, sino po mga politiko na may kagagawa nito? Ituro po ninyo. Kayo ang magiging liability nyo lang, siguro civil damages. Kung papayag kayo, you indemnify the government. Ibalik nyo yung pera na nawala. Patulong kayo sa mga insurance companies na nag-post ng mga bonds para hindi kayo masyadong masaktan. Kung matutukoy pa ninyo kung sino-sino yung mga yan, sa tulong ng Insurance Commission. Ibig ko sabihin, para hindi kayo ang magigitin lang ng leeg, Magturo na kayo. Yan po yung gusto naming mangyari rito. Bagamat meron pong nagbigay na ng mga feelers, ngunit hindi namin alam kung paano namin kayo matutulungan hanggat hindi po kayo magsasabi talaga. Meron po talagang sumulat sa amin na nagsasabi na gusto na nilang magtapat, ngunit ang sabi nila, nanganganib po ang buhay namin at ang buhay ng aming pamilya. So kayo po ang magdesisyon diyan. So let's proceed. Sino po ang gustong makapagtanong?
Before that, Mr. Chair, would like to request the COMSEC to administer the oath to all resource persons present here today.
May I proceed, Mr. Chair? To all those who are here for the first time, kindly stand and raise your right hand. Stand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? Thank you. For the record, everyone said yes, Your Honor.
The minority there may want to... ikaw muna.
With the permission of the chairman and, of course, our President Pro Temp, I'm very much concerned about the legislation that we can come up here, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman. There has been a brewing controversy, not only with the DPWH, but also with the attached agency under the DTI, particularly PCAB, which was created by Republic Act 4566 in 1965. As a matter of fact, in that Republic Act, the 3 board members of PCAB should be submitted to the Commission on Appointments, which they have never done. It was amended by PD 1746 in 1980, but I think it's about time we amend this, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman. Right now, the PCAB, the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, is under the CAP, the Construction Industry Authority of the Philippines, which is an attached agency to the DTI. Palagay ko, after this series of questions that I would like to propose, Mr. Chairman, we would be able to come up with a law or an amendment to 4566 so that we may streamline these issuances of licenses and the like as far as contractors are concerned. So with your permission, may I proceed now?
Proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, the Alpha and Omega construction and the St. Timothy constructions were included in the top 15 flood control contractor list by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. On the SEC papers, ibang owners and composition of the company, but in actuality, alam naman ng lahat na iisa lang ang may-ari nito. Alpha and Omega, St. Matthew, St. Timothy, and St. Gerard Construction Corporations were registered in the SEC and PCAB with different addresses, but all in Pasig City. However, in the 2022 case of St. Timothy et al. Versus the BIR, with CTA case number 10472, iisa lang ang address nila lahat. Number 35 Tatco Compound, Jacinto Street, Malinaw, Pasig City. Now, my question for PCAB is this. For PCAB and the SEC, do you agree that there is material misrepresentation? Saan sila hahabulin ko iba-ibang ginagamit na address?
Mr. Chair, may I request my Executive Director to answer? Attorney.
What is the name of the person who will reply to the query of Senator Soto?
Your Honor is Attorney Herbert Matienzo, the Executive Director of the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board.
You are the chairman. You cannot answer for that, Engineer Daka. You come in with very strong credentials. As a matter of fact, friends of mine have been calling me, telling me that you are a man of honesty and integrity. Why are you pointing to your executive director?
Our Executive Director runs the day-to-day activities of PCAB, Your Honor.
Was he administered the oath? Not yet. Mr. Chairman, may we ask that the person that Engineer Dakay would like to answer be administered the oath?
Before we continue, Senator Soto, let me just acknowledge the presence of Senator Risa Ontiveros and Senator
Morning,
Annie
Chair.
Marcos.
Where is he? Administer mo na.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole
So the question, Mr. Chairman, there is material misrepresentation, is it not? Saan sila hahabulin kung iba-iba ginagamit nilang address?
Good morning, sir. I would like just to confirm, sir, that we are unaware of the CTA case filed by St. Timothy in the Court of Tax Appeals. In that regard, sir, we will check onto this, sir, and verify po the address that was in our database. But considering, sir, that the address that was given to us remains to be there, sir, then
You are allowed to sit down, please.
morning, sir. Herbert Matienzo po, Executive Director of the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board. With regard to the case po filed with the CTA, the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board is unaware of the filing of the case po of St. Timothy against the BIR. But then again, sir, we will look into that case, check the addresses po given, and in case there is a misrepresentation, sir, then the PCAB has following the rules on license contracting.
Therefore, your answer to my question is a yes.
Yes, sir.
But you're saying that you're not aware of the CTA case?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Brad, you're under oath, huh?
Yes, sir. We are not. I am not aware
I
of.
was given a different information by the palace by the afternoon after you guys met me in the morning.
We will check our record, sir.
I'm warning you, Brad. Be careful, huh? Basta you answer it truthfully, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're not aware of the St. Timothy case?
I am personally not aware of the St. Timothy case filed with the
I'll
city.
hold you to that. All right? Okay, now. Also, the mentioned companies, including Elite Construction Corporation, have different authorized managing officers to represent the contractors. But the beneficial owner is the same. It has interlocking directorship. May corporate layer ba? Are you aware of this scheme, Engineer Dakay?
No, sir, we're not.
So where are your mechanisms to flag companies misrepresenting through corporate layerings or fronting? Because it seems that the contractors, they just make another corporation and even sole proprietorship if you deny them their license.
Actually, Your Honor, we operate on the presumption of regularity. We have a checklist of documents that they have to submit via an online portal, and these are evaluated for actually their style and substance, And if the papers and the documents are found to be regular, then there is a recommendation for the approval of your license.
But Mr. Chairman, Engineer Dakay, in the IRR governing licensing of contractors in the Philippines, Section 3.3, letter K says, the licensee must at all times observe and adhere to the letters and spirit of the Code of Ethics for Contractors. PCAB is the circumvention of the law by misrepresentation of address and composition of the corporation. Isn't that this a violation of this section?
It certainly is, Your Honor.
It is. Okay. Now, regarding the equipment capacity requirement, also, as stated in Section 4.5D of the IRR, the invoice of each equipment and its certification of registration with its official receipt are required. So again, I ask the PCAB, if you already reviewed, scrutinized, and compared all the equipment documents of Elite Construction, Alpine Omega, St. Matthew, St. Timothy, and St. Gerard Construction, these corporations, ang office, iisa lang ang building nila. Hindi kaya pare-pare yung equipment lang ang pinakita at sinabi sa inyo?
Your Honor, they are asked to submit certificates of registration for each unit of equipment. And these-
Certification, but you do not inspect.
You mean, Your Honor, the actual
Physically, yes.
units? No, Your Honor.
You do not. Ito isa sa mga nakikita nating nagiging problema natin dito, Your Honor, Mr. President. Now, all of this, ang pagkakaalam nga namin, ang may-ari nito ay sila Mrs. Diskaya. Ano? And Mrs. Diskaya is here. So, pwede po bang, Mrs. Diskaya, pwede po bang ibalita nyo sa amin, ikwento nyo sa amin yung mga napanood namin sa inyo sa television na sinasabi ninyo. Kailan po kayo unang nagkaroon ay kumita ng bilyon sa construction industry? Anong taon po yun?
Good morning po. Billion po.
Opo, kwento nung, narinig po namin sa television, sinasabi nyo sa interview nyo dahil tinanong kayo kung anong naging gateway para gumanda ang buhay nyo. Sabi nyo kayo hindi naman nakakaangat nung araw. At tapos sabi ninyo ay noong DPWH na kami. Yun po yung sagot ninyo eh. So, at tinanong kung magkano at sabi nyo bilyon. Kailan po itong unang bilyon na kumita kayo sa DPWH?
For the knowledge of everyone, so St. Gerard, Alpha and Omega, we have been in the construction business for 23 years. So I would presume na in the 23 years, pwede naman siguro kami po kumita. Yung billion, when I said DPWH, because prior to that, we were in local government. So ang hirap makasingil sa local government. They spliced the video that was taken of me and just mentioned the DPWH. So, contractor na po kami for 23 years.
So you're saying that the television station and the persons interviewing you edited your answers?
I think so, sir, kasi I did mention that I was doing local government as well as private po.
Yeah, if I may, with
Yeah,
the
yes.
permission of,
With the permission of the chairman, Senator
Ma'am,
President Pro Tem.
Ma'am Sara, ano ba naging trabaho niyo bago kayo pumasok sa mga kontrata sa gobyerno?
My father was a contractor before.
Nangongontrata rin
pero
siya?
yes po,
Nangongontrata rin sa
for
DPWH?
LGU po. LGU, and then ako I worked sa ibang bansa. Yun po.
Anong work mo sa ibang bansa?
I was a a dental receptionist, and an orthodontic nurse.
So you are a doctor? Nurse?
No po.
Yung asawa mo, ano trabaho?
He works sa isang development corporation. And him and his brother were parang private contractors sa subdivision namin.
Paano kayo, how were you enticed to join the mga kontrata sa TPWH? Who influenced you?
Wala naman po. Nakita namin on PhilJeps na may mga projects na pwede palang mag-join. So we joined the bidding na we know that we were qualified for.
All right, Mr. Chair, I would like to reserve all my questions if my turn comes already.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To continue, Senator, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman,
Okay, with the permission of the Minority Leader.
So, the Minority Leader. Ma'am, very clear man yun sa video na sinabi mo. Kung kailan kayo kumita ng malaki, sabi mo, noong nag-DPWH na kami. Ngayon, gusto mong i-attribute yung wealth ninyo going back noon pa sa tatay mo, noong nagsimula kayo ganon. Pero very clear, the video won't lie. Sinabi mo, noong nag-DPWH na kami.
Yes po.
So, kailan ba kayo nag-DPWH?
Parang sometime in 2012, nag-start kami with DPWH.
Can you be definite with your answer? Parang 2012? Oh, please, because you're under oath, please.
Yes po.
Make sure of your answers.
Sometime in 2012, we started with DPWH. We started with joining biddings. Pero prior to that, we were with local government.
Yung mga flood control projects, kailan kayo nag-engage ng flood control projects sa DPWH?
Siguro mga 2016 onwards.
Please make sure of your answer.
Yes po, 2016 onwards po.
2016 onwards?
Yes po.
2016 onwards. May follow-up
Yes,
ka
sir.
ba? Okay.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Kasi based on your... Una sa lahat, would like to clear the reason that we're asking you this, and centering on you at the start. Ganon din ang gagawin namin takbo doon sa ibang mga kontratista rito na imbitin natin na nasa top 15 ng presidente. Nasa top 15 ng presidente, may mga flood control projects, mayroong guni-guni, mayroong ghost, mayroong nagawa, may nagawang palpak, okay, may nagawang tama. Ngayon, tapos marinig namin yung kwento sa television na tungkol doon sa sinasabi nyo na napakarami ninyong kinita at ika nga sa DPWH to 2016 kayo nag-umpisa sa DPWH. Pero yung mga pinakitang mga sasakyan ninyo ay 2022, 2025, 2024. So, lately, yung matindi, hindi po ba, na mga income ninyo? Mga anong taon kaya sa tingin ninyo? What year would you say that you were able to engage or be able to get projects from the DPWH for flood control projects? What year?
Yun nga po, nag-start kami makakuha ng pailan-ilan, pero 2016 po onwards. Po. Yes.
2016 onwards. In 2017, how much did you pay the BIR on your income tax?
Sorry, I don't have the data on me right now kasi I have an accountant that handles that po. Pero I can get it for you.
Yes, please. May we request that
Yes po.
we find out how much your income taxes were paid from that time, 2016 to the present. No?
Okay po.
All right. Now, Mr. Chairman, in 2015, St. Gerard, which you own also, no, Mrs. Discaya, was suspended by the DPWH. In 2020, they were blacklisted by the DPWH. However, St. Gerard's pickup license was renewed and is valid from July 1, 2023 to January 28, 2026. For St. Timothy, which you also own, it was found out by the President that the 2023 Bulacan River project amounting to 96.4 million was deemed completed even in more than 200 meters of revetment were not built. St. Timothy's pickup license was also renewed 2025 to 2027. So, Engineer Takay, what is the basis for the renewal despite the issues in their previous projects?
Sir? Mr. Chair?
Engineer Takay, can you not answer? You're the chairman. Bakit itong executive director ang pinasasagot niyo na pinasasagot?
Yeah, the blacklist that was issued by the DPWH, Your Honor, has certain time limitations. So once a notice that the project has been completed, then the blacklist is lifted. And PCAB actually limit of responsibility is we can only institute disciplinary action upon a complaint or a verified violation.
Ibig sabihin, pag walang nagko-complain, sige lang na sige.
Mr. Chair.
That is the limit of our responsibility, Your Honor.
The IRR, Section 4.2, states that disqualification under letter CA, involvement in any construction, malperformance of grave consequence, PCAB under this section, hindi sila, are they not disqualified for renewal?
The blacklist, Your Honor, is issued by the DPWH. If the blacklist is lifted by the implementing agency, then their licenses can be renewed. However, we also have another mechanism that if there is a verified complaint or complaint from the LGUs or from the implementing agency, then we hear the case and then apply the penalties that are commensurate to the offenses that are being committed. For example, Your Honor, the DOLE reports to us a lot of infractions that are committed by contractors, such as unlicensed contractors implementing construction work, unsafe practices resulting in the death of people in the workplace, and we act upon that immediately. In fact, Your Honor, we submitted, upon the request of the BIR, we submitted last July 25 our transmittal regarding the request for the documents of the construction group of Diskaya, because if and when the Bureau finds out that their papers are not actually compatible to the papers that are submitted at the PCAB, then we will suspend or revoke all of their licenses automatically because there is now complaint. And we have communicated with the Bureau. In fact, I have met with Commissioner Lumagi once, and we have responded to their letter. And along with our letter, we have submitted reams of documents for the Bureau to review, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair,
may I
with the
Wait, before
permission of the Minority Leader.
before we proceed, let me acknowledge first the presence of our Majority Leader. A quick question, Commissioner. Yung imposition ng suspension is Section 99 ng RA 12009. Blacklisting is under Section 100, correct? Pareho namang nalilift ang suspension and blacklisting. There's no problem there because it's in the law. I think the trajectory of the Senator Soto's question, kung paano natin madidisiplina. Why don't you, for example, resort to Section 101 of the same Republic Act? Kasi dito sinasabi niya, imposition of blacklisting with perpetual disqualification. I believe kung ang pinag-uusapan ay ghost projects, kasi makikita mo pagka blacklisting and perpetual disqualification, dapat recidivist na siya, ulit-ulit na siya, 3 or more. Kapag ka ghost projects ang pinag-uusapan, I think this is 10 times over. Halimbawa, nakalagay dito sa blacklisting, corrupt, fraudulent, collusive, and coercive practices. Katulad ng ghost, drawing up or using forged documents. Ghost projects. Hindi po pwedeng mag-apply yung Section 101 where there is a perpetual disqualification of this. You have to look into this. Yun siguro ang gusto mong puntuhan,
Yes,
Senator, di ba?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, thank you,
And
sir.
then I think we have to put a limit muna, sir. Kasi medyo gusto nang magtanong
Sige.
yung iba.
Sige,
Makakabalik ka naman, boss.
I'll try to wind up for a while.
Yes.
Marami pa po akong tanong eh. My point here is that I want to amend the law creating the PCAB. Kailangan lagyan ng mas matinding power, mas maraming koordinasyon at coordinate sa DPWH, hindi lang sa DTI. So my line of questioning is towards that. Kung ano mga naging performance nyo, ang ginagawa ninyo, paano kayo paano yung dinidisqualify, paano yung license ninyo. I heard you have 45,000 accredited contractors nationwide. Mambigat eh. At tapos, ang sabi ninyo, maliit na kumpanya kayo. Maliit na agency lang kayo. Tatatlo yung board member nyo. Yung 2 board member mo, are you aware that they are contractors also? Engineer Dakay?
Yes, Your Honor. I am aware. In fact, EGB has actually filed a voluntary leave of absence the day after their name appeared on the list of the
So when they were appointed by whoever, President Duterte or President Marcos, because I know for a fact you were appointed by President Duterte originally, di ba?
We'll give you more time, Senator Soto, para yung iba gustong magtanong.
Sige.
Let me just re-emphasize, lahat po dapat makapagtanong, but ilimit muna natin sa first 5 minutes. Pagkatapos pag may time tayo, balikan po natin ang bawat isa. Senator Tulfo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For PCAB, kay Engineer Dakay, alam nyo, Engineer Dakay, kung gugustuhin, may pamamaraan. It says in Section 29, Republic Act number 4566, pwede po kayo mag-imbestiga at gumawa po ng action, suspension, revocation of license kung meron po mga report. Tama po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. So, nasa inyong kamay kung pwede nyong i-revoke. Hindi po ba kayo nag-iimbestiga na maaring yung ilang mga tao ninyo ay naareglo at nababayaran kaya bigay na lang na lisensya? Take the case po dito sa Diskaya. 3 na po ang kumpanya, isa lang may-ari. Pag na blacklisted, apply. So, ibig sabihin po ba, kung may kumpanya ako, mabablacklist, gagamit lang ako ng ibang pangalan, mag-a-apply ako, pwede na naman. And then I can apply again, same project or same agency, kahit na blacklist ako ng DPWH. Ganun po ba? You tell me.
No, Your Honor. PCAB is also a quasi-judicial body. And we do a lot of investigations, and we also resolve a lot of cases.
Investigation siguro sa mga maliliit, pero kapag mga malalaki na kagaya nito, wala ho kami naririnig. Bakit 15 po sila na nagkunsabahan, binulsa yung pera ng bayan, 1.3 trillion, Wala tayong narinig. Ngayon, nandito kayo, nagpapaliwanag, sasabihin nyo, meron kayong quasi-judicial. Nasaan yung quasi-judicial? Bakit yung pinayagan nangyari? 2022 hanggang 2025, 3 years, engineer. Wala kayong ginawa, hindi nyo kinansela yan. Isang kumpanya, tatlo pa. Yung isang may-ari. Wala kayong ginawa. Ngayon, pinapakita yung sa amin dito na meron kayong ganito, meron kayong nasaan yun sinasabi mo? 3 years.
I understand very well your concerns, Your Honor, and I appreciate that very much. However, PCAB does not play any part in the implementation of the project.
I'm not saying part of the implementation. Yung pag-apply lang engineer ng license. Kasi pag na-blacklist yung... Ganun naman ho, hindi nyo ba alam na ganun ang kalakaran ngayon? Or you don't have any idea? Na pag na-blacklist itong kumpanya na ito, gagamit ng ibang kumpanya o magbubukas ng ibang kumpanya. Alam niyo ba yon? Hindi. You know that, right?
We hear that every now and then, Your Honor.
You hear that, but you don't investigate. Na pag na-blacklist ng DPWH o ng kung anong ehensya, papalit ng pangalan or tatayo ng pangalan para makapasok ulit.
Actually, Your Honor, when a company is blacklisted by any government agency, then we actually suspend their licenses.
Well, hindi ko maintindihan na engineer, wala naman po na suspend sa 15 na yan eh, di po ba? Wala ho kayo, hindi ko alam kung nagtatanga-tangahan kayo, hindi nyo alam trabaho, o natapalan lahat ng mga mata ninyo ng salapi, kaya ho ganon. Balikan kita mamaya, Mr. Chair. I'd like to go to direct this question to Ms. Zara Diskaya. So ma'am, nung ma-blacklist po isang kumpanya nyo, ganun po ba ang SOP ninyo? Magtayo na lang ng ibang kumpanya para makasali, kaya dumami ang kumpanya nyo? Or kaya kayo nag-apply ng mga lisensya dito sa PCAB ay para may maparentahan po kayo na mga lisensya po ninyo? Kasi napakadami po, Ms. Diskaya, yung inyong proyekto kung saan-saan na, daig nyo pa yung gobyerno. Imposible naman ho, yung equipment nyo rito, may equipment kayo dito, napakadami yung equipment. Tama po yung sinasabi ni Senator Tito Soto na sa isang lugar, napakadami yung equipment, sa iba't ibang lugar. So, ano ang purpose na napakaraming kumpanya? What is that?
Sir po, yung ibang companies po, we've divested from those companies. So I am directly lang with Alpha and Omega.
Vested.
Interjection, Mr. Chair, with the permission of Senator Erwin.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Salamat, Mr. Chair at Senator Erwin. Actually, when my time comes to question, ma'am, Ms. Diskaya, hindi lang po isa, hindi lang po 3 kumpanya tulad ng sinabi ni Senator Erwin. 9 na kumpanya ang ipapakonfirm ko sa inyo na actually, kayo at kayo pa rin po. Kayo pa rin po ang may-ari. Salamat po, Senator Erwin, Mr. Chair.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Can I go to the Commission on Audit now, Mr. Chair, if they're here?
Before that, I think you need to also pursue that initial question you had with PCAB. Kasi we heard that PCAB, upon the direction of the President of the Philippines in connection with the identified 15 contractors in anomalous flood control projects, it triggered an investigation from your office. And I believe somebody told me that you communicated directly with the DPWH to be able to pursue investigation insofar as the 15 contractors are concerned. Did you not coordinate with the DPWH? And if you did, what was the coordination and what was the response made by the DPWH, if any?
Thank you, Your Honor. Actually, on August 18, our Executive Director, Attorney Matienzo, formally wrote to DPWH Secretary Bonoan requesting information on all infrastructure projects awarded to the 15 contractors that have been identified as having the most flood control projects nationwide. So we sought in our letter a list of all the projects awarded to these contractors, the status of project implementation, the findings from their...
You were referring to the 15 contractors subject matter of this inquiry?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was the reply by the DPWH, if any?
To this day, Your Honor, we haven't received any reply. However, we issued summons to the contractors And we have been doing our own hearings, and we ask them or require them to file a verified answer within 10 days from the receipt.
Wait, you wrote to DPWH on August 18,
Yes,
and you
Your
did
Honor.
not receive any reply. You're
No.
seated beside the secretary of the DPWH. Did you ever ask him why no reply was ever given to your letter?
Well, Your Honor, in the interest of public service and expediency, we just went ahead with our investigation and summoned the 15 contractors. Not only the 15 contractors, but the other contractors that were mentioned by the President in subsequent...
But the information you were asking from the DPWS, I believe, are essential information. How can you conduct your investigation without waiting for the information that you sought in the first place?
At least, Your Honor, we did the preliminary hearings. There is a jump start to all of the hearings for the...
Okay, Senator Tulfo, proceed, please.
Mr. Chair, pinapaikot-ikot lang ho tayo nitong PCAB. Alam nyo, engineer, sinasabi ko ho kanina, yung sinasabi nyo, pinapatagal nyo, pinapaligoy-ligoy ninyo itong proseso na ito, pagtatanong, jumpstart yung mga sinasabi ninyo, DPWH umiiling, sinasabi na parang hindi pa nila natatanggap, and then suddenly you're telling us na gumawa na kayo ng action? Is this correct? What I heard, you started communicating with the 15 contractors?
Actually, the day after the President mentioned the 15 contractors, we actually summoned the 15 contractors for investigation.
Okay. So, ongoing investigation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anong siglo natin malalaman ang resulta ng investigation nyo? Kasi pag ang gobyerno ang nag-imbestiga, taon na binibilang. Baka retired na kami lahat dito, nandiyan pa kayo nag-imbestiga. When do we expect the result of that investigation?
Okay, Your Honor, for starters, we have preventively suspended their ARCC for flood control. So that means that they cannot bid for any subsequent flood control projects.
Hindi naman nila kailangan po magbidding dahil na kumita na ito mga ito eh. Yun lang ho, yung they cannot subsequent flood control projects, di na sila pwede magbidding. Dapat to, suspindihin nyo na ho lahat yan eh. Mismo ang Pangulo nagsabi, deficient yung kanilang mga proyekto, substandard, ghost project, ganun lang. Next flood control project pa sila suspendido. Ngayon hindi sila tanggalan ng lisensya. Kailan ho natin maririnig, engineer, na suspendido ang mga lisensya nila o kumpiskado ng mga lisensya nila? When will we hear that?
Your Honor, we are seriously investigating and conducting the hearings at PCAB, Your Honor. And
Do you have a time frame for that, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Mr. Chair, because we have to also realize and recognize that the contractors are also represented by counsel.
Kasi ang totoo niyan, hindi importante sa amin yung suspension or blacklisting. Ultimately, revocation ang pinag-uusapan dito eh. Kasi seryoso po ito eh. I would request my colleagues to also put in perspective ang hinahanap po natin nito yung mga ghost projects. So gusto ko pong marinig po yung mga tanong ninyo. Hanapin po natin sa DPWH. Kasi importante po ito, kailangan nating ilagay muna sa umpisa. Bakit po yung ipinangako ng mga ghost projects na dapat sana ito yung ating sinusubaybayan ngayon, kagaya po ng aking opening statement. Ang iniintay po namin na hindi bababa sa 50 ghost projects. Sa listahan po namin, meron na po kami. Kaya lang, kagaya na sinabi namin, 2 lang po ang formally na inadmit ng DPWS na ghost projects. Kaya po nakaka-disappoint. Maybe...
Yes, Mr. Chair. I will just reserve some of my questions later to give way to the other senators here. But I have only one last question, Mr. Chair, for Mrs. Diskaya. Ma'am, sinabi ho ninyo, nag-divest na po kayo. Ano yung sabihin ng divest? What do you mean by that?
We are no longer part of those companies.
Okay. Kung hindi na po kayo part of those companies, how come you're still the chief operating officer, pati ang asawa mo sa ilang construction companies na ito?
Hindi po ako COO ng mga companies po.
Ma'am, you're under oath. Don't forget.
Opo, CFO po, pero hindi ako COO po.
COO. So, bakit po ikaw ang CFO pa rin kung nag-divest na po kayo, opisyal pa rin po kayo dyan?
Sorry, tumutulong lang po ako dun sa mga ibang companies po.
So you haven't, with the
Go
permission,
ahead.
you haven't completely divested all your interests in that
Before we
particular company.
continue, let me acknowledge the presence of Senator Rapi Tulfo.
Thank
Answer. So you didn't divest totally. You're still the CFO according to you. According to you.
Opo, pero hindi po ako nagmamanage po ng mga companies na yon. Wala na po ako. Wala po ako dun sa ano.
Sorry. Naintindihan po niyo yung divestment. Kanino niyo po i-divest? Kasi po pag nag-divest kayo, there is somebody, doon niyo po isasalin yung pong inyong interest sa isang company. Kanino po nasalin? Nung mag-divest kayo, sino yung taong doon niyo i-divest po ang inyong interest sa korporasyon?
Katulad sa St. Timothy, kay Maria Roma ko binigay po yung aking
Sino siya?
shares.
Kamag-anak mo?
She's the niece of my husband.
Kamag-anak mo pa rin. Kayo pa rin. Kayo pa rin yan. Correct? Anyway, can I give my opening statement
Okay.
before I...
Go ahead. I'll just my next round of questions later para to give way to our pro tempore.
Ikaw na.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before that, marami nagre-request kasi I lost track of those contractors present here today. Comsec, can you please mention who are those contractors present here today?
Merong wawaw dyan.
Mr. Chair, point of information with the indulgence of the SP Pro Temp while we're waiting for the visuals. Pinag-uusapan kasi just now, no, na yung claim na nag-divest sa kumpanya ang pamilyang Diskaya, who by the way, pinangalanan ng Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism na King and Queen of Flood Control Projects dahil sa kanilang extravagant lifestyle. We have information na listed pa nga bilang beneficial owners sa disclosure ng St. Timothy. Yun na nga po, si Maria Roma Angeline Diskaya Rimando. So they are still connected to those companies, Mr. Chair and SP Pro Temp. Bukod pa po sa idadagdag ko pang information mamaya, kaugnay ng interpellation ni Minority Leader na hindi totoong nag-divest at kung nag-divest man allegedly, hindi pa nila ginagawa yung iba pang mga requirements doon vis-a-vis, for example, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Salamat, Mr. Chair, SP Pro Temp.
Noted, Senator Risa.
Maybe
Proceed.
we can ask the Comsec to mention those
Comsec,
contractors present here today.
Can you repeat the names of the listed contractors present today?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Alex Abelido, President, Legacy Construction Corporation. Ms. Cesara Rowena Diskaya, President, Alpha and Omega General Contractor Development Corporation. Ms. Maria Roma Angeline Rimando, Owner Manager, St. Timothy Construction Corporation. Mr. Alan Kirante, Owner Proprietor QM Builders. Mr. Ernie Bagao, Owner Proprietor EGB Construction Corporation. Mr. Eumir S. Villanueva, President, Top Notch Catalyst Builders, Inc. Mr. Lawrence Lubiano, President, Centerways Construction and Development, Inc. Ms. Aderma Angeli Alcazar, President and CEO of Sunwest, Inc. Edgar S. Acosta, represented by Mr. Edsel Marbella. Mr. Wilfredo Natividad, Owner General Manager, 888 Construction and Supply, Inc. Mr. Romeo Miranda, President, AMO Royal Crown Monarch Construction and Supplies Corporation. Mr. Alan Arevalo, General Manager, Wawaw Builders, Ms. Marjorie Samidan, President, MG Samidan Construction, Mr. Luisito Tiki, President, LR Tiki Builders, Inc., Mr. Ryan Willie D. Uy, Proprietor, Road Edge Trading and Development Services, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Proceed, Senator Jinggoy.
Thank you. I'll just read my opening statement first before I question our resource persons. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Today, we once again tackle the issue that cuts to the core of public service: corruption in government infrastructure projects. Billions of pesos have been allocated for flood control and drainage programs intended to protect lives, properties, and livelihoods from the devastating effects of typhoons and flooding. Yet, allegations of padded contracts, ghost projects, and substandard implementation now cast doubt on whether these funds truly serve their purpose. Mr. Chair, please allow me to state this for the record. Ang sabi po ng iba, wala raw po akong karapatan na magtanong, magalit, o manindigan laban sa isyu ng korupsyon. My life and struggles are an open book. Pero ni minsan, hindi ako tumalikod sa kahit anong akusasyon o paratang laban sa akin. Hinarap ko hindi lamang kaso, kundi ang kaparusahan. At sa huli, ay napatunayan na wala po akong sala. This investigation is not about me. Huwag niyo pong ilihis ang issue. Sa ngayon, wala ni isang tao ang umaamin. Walang gustong managot. At kung pwede, lahat ay magpapalusot. This investigation is about transparency and accountability. Kung wala kayong kasalanan, magsabi kayo ng totoo, dahil kung hindi, sinisiguro ko na mananagot kayo hindi lamang sa batas at sa Senado, kundi sa taong bayan. Mr. Chair, if I may continue. Madam
Tapos
Diskaya.
na yung 5 minutes mo. May opening ka pa kasi. O sige,
The news
pagbibigyan
report.
kita.
Madam Diskaya, Sarah, it is common knowledge that you own 9 companies, namely St. Gerard, St. Timothy, Alpha and Omega, Elite General Contractor and Development Corporation, St. Matthew, Great Pacific Builders, YPR General Contractor, Amethyst Horizon Builders, and Waymaker OPC. Am I correct?
Yes po.
Hanggang ngayon, up to now, you own these 9 construction companies?
Yes po.
All right. Since you started securing contracts from the DPWH, since kailan kayo nag-umpisa? 2012?
DPWH.
Yes.
Yes po,
At
2012.
pag-usapan muna natin yung 2022 hanggang 2025. Ilan na po yung naging projects nyo sa DPWH?
Marami na po.
Ilan nga?
I don't have
Mahigit
the figure.
400? Mahigit 500? Within the span of 3 years.
I don't have the figures po.
Estimate lang po, ballpark
Give me a
figure.
ballpark figure.
Siguro po mga 400 ganun. I'm not
Siguro.
I'm really not sure.
Okay.
I don't have the figures with me.
Sa loob, sa bawat taon, ilang bidding ang sinasalihan mo?
Marami po kaming sinasalihan na bidding.
All flood control projects?
No po.
Ano pa yung mga projects?
Buildings, kalsada,
Nationwide or only in Metro Manila?
nationwide po.
Nationwide. All right. Pero yung bulk ng mga projects na award sa ng DPWH, mostly sa Metro Manila. Am I correct?
Hindi po, sa probinsya po. Sa iba-ibang lugar.
No, the bulk of your contracts. Here in Metro Manila?
No po, outside Metro Manila ang
where
marami.
outside? Where outside of Metro Manila?
We have in Romblon, Cebu, Bohol, Bacolod, Zamboanga. Hindi naman po kami namimili ng lugar.
May ghost project?
Wala po.
Sigurado ka?
Opo,
Kaya
definitely.
ka dahil pag meron kami ma-discover na may ghost project, pakukulong kita rito. Minimum totoo.
Wala po talaga.
Meron ka mga pictures na lahat ng mga proyekto ginawa mo?
Yes po,
Nasaan?
meron po kami.
Lahat ng mga 400 projects, meron kang litrato?
Yes po.
O i-submit mo rito sa committee.
Okay po.
Okay. Sa mga bidding na